Good morning, everyone. My name is Tammy Sattler-Jones. I'm the Assistant City Administrator, and I'd like to call to order the License and Variance Board meeting for Wednesday, August the 12th, 2015, at 10 o'clock a.m. Board members present to my left is Roy Akery, the Fire Chief, and to his left is Scott Stokes, the Director of Public Works, and Heather Korn is the Deputy City Clerk, and she will be taking the official meeting minutes. First item is a public hearing, Variance Privilege License Request, LIC 15, Beer, Wine Pouring, 2524 Cobb Parkway, Smyrna, Georgia, Guy U. Zuri, DBA Lee's Golden Buddha, with Jimmy Yu as the agent. Yes, Mr. A. Can you step to the podium? Can you please step to the podium? Right here in the front. And for the record, can you state your name?
My name is Jimmy Yu.
All right. And have you received a copy of the city's alcohol beverage ordinance?
Yes.
All right. And do you understand that ordinance?
Yes.
All right. And do you agree to abide by the guidelines set forth in the ordinance?
Yes.
All right. And have you completed the prerequisite responsible alcohol sales class?
Exactly, yes.
All right, and I think we do have a copy of your certificate here in our attachments. And what steps do you have in place to make sure that your employees do not sell alcohol to underage persons?
Do the training, just keep telling him do not sell the alcohol to the minors, and post the information to the world to tell him do not sell the alcohol to the minors. Make sure do not break the law. Yeah.
Okay. And you said you do training, in-store training?
Yes.
All right. And then what is your role at the store? Besides being the agent, do you work there too?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm the manager of the restaurant. So.
Okay, all right. Any questions for the applicant?
Mr. Yu, how often, you just stated that you're the manager of this business, right?
Yes.
How often do you think you're going to be on location, physically there?
I work there every day, 7 days a week. Yes.
Okay. So you were asked a little bit about some of the training that you could provide to your employees to ensure the responsible sale of alcohol.
Yes.
Just out of curiosity, a lot of places have a point of sale system that requires the entry of a date of birth for the sale of alcohol. Does your facility, do you have that at your establishment?
Yes.
You do have that?
They asked me, so it means I have to buy something information from the material company to show him how to calculate an age of the thing, but according to my class, there's a license. All I can do, I tell him so how to look at the license, because the license is like horizontal and the vertical. So the horizontal one is a legal one, because when you look at it, I mean the age is okay. So under that is under 20 years old. Otherwise, of course, you have to calculate the age too. Like look at the years. So minus the current date. So.
And how many employees do you have that would be able to sell alcohol? So two.
Two.
Plus you.
No.
Including you. So
yes.
You and one other person.
Yes. Maybe I have another one, because sometimes we have a waitress which is part-time, so I would tell her also. So.
Okay. Well, we're asking you these questions because obviously the city of Smyrna, like all communities, consider the responsible sale of alcohol of the utmost importance to people like yourself and anybody that serves alcohol. Are you aware that our police department does do undercover stings where they go in and do compliance check? They'll bring somebody in that's underage and attempt to sell alcohol.
Yeah.
Are you aware of that?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. And in the event of a violation, then you would have to come back before this board, and we would contemplate whether or not you could continue to have this type of privilege license in the event that that were to happen.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
And in addition, if anyone sells to a minor, that they will be taken to jail immediately. So you do understand that, right?
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay.
Is this the first time you've held a license?
Yes. Oh, actually, in this location, when my boss take over this location, so like about years ago, this location have a license for alcohol, and then about half years ago, they don't want to renew it because they want to sell the business. So my boss take over the business like about 4 months ago.
But what I was asking is this the first time you've ever held
yes,
a
me.
license before? Okay.
Any other questions? All right, a background investigation was done by the Smyrna Police Department, and it revealed no information that would preclude the issuance of this license. So with that said, this is a public hearing. If anyone would like to speak regarding this issue, I ask that you please step to the podium at this time. All right, seeing no one, I'd like to entertain a motion, please.
Make a motion to approve LIC 2015-15 privilege license request for beer wine pouring at 2524 Cobb Parkway, Smyrna, Georgia for Gal Yu Zhu Rei Incorporated, doing business as Lee's Golden Buddha, with Jimmy Young as agent.
Second.
It's been motioned and properly second that we approve privilege license LIC 15 beer wine pouring, 2524 Cobb Parkway, Smyrna, Georgia, Guy Yu Z Ray, DBA Lee's Golden Buddha, with Jimmy Yu as the agent. All in favor, please vote. All right, motion passes unanimously. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next item is a public hearing, variance request V15033, approval of a side setback reduction from 10 feet to 1 foot for the construction of a carport, 0.294 acres, land lot 484, 1168 Pinedale Drive, Robert and Marianne Schwartz. Okay, can you step to the podium, please? And for the record, can you please state your name?
Robert Schwartz.
All right. And Mr. Schwartz, can you tell us about your variance request, please?
I wish to put a carport over my driveway, and it requires the variance to put the posts about 1 foot from the property line.
Okay. All right. Any questions for the applicant?
None at this time.
Okay. All right. If no questions, we'll have the staff. Joey Stobbs, please. He'll make comments.
Joey Stobbs, planner with community development. Applicant is requesting side setback reduction at 1168 Pinedale Drive for the construction of a carport. There's an existing house on the property with the driveway. The applicant is proposing to attach the carport to the house and have the support post on just the other side of the driveway. So that requires a 1 foot, a setback reduction from 10 feet to 1 foot. There are similar structures in this area. We've approved these types of variances previously, so there would be no negative precedent if approved. We recommended approval with 2 conditions: that that it should be built according to the site plan submitted with the variance, and 2, that gutters and downspouts be installed to divert stormwater away from the adjoining property.
Okay. Any comments from any of the neighbors?
No.
Okay. Any questions for the staff?
Just for Mr. Schwartz, you just heard staff read off those 2 conditions.
Yes.
Are you okay with both of those conditions?
Yes, I had my driveway fixed so that the water would go to the center of the driveway and then to the street and down to the storm drains.
Okay. But your intent is to have appropriate gutters or downspouts on this covered?
Yes.
Okay.
Any other questions?
I got a question for staff.
Okay.
Yes.
This wouldn't preclude the adjoining property owner from obtaining a variance if they wanted to be within 1 foot of the property line on that same shared line, would it?
Well, the adjoining property is, that is the side property line for the adjoining property as well, with a 10-foot setback. That nearest structure, I think, was
It's roughly 15 feet.
yeah. There's a sufficient space between this proposed addition, where there's already impervious area, and the adjoining property. So if the adjoining property requested a variance, we'd have to review that under its own merits. But this variance is based on the fact that there's already a driveway there. He's not adding additional impervious area, and the stormwater will go down the driveway where it already does. So.
Okay.
Can I say something? My neighbor on the other side.
Speak into the mic, please.
Oh. My neighbor on the other side has a carport basically the same as what I want to put up, and I wouldn't want to put anything on that side either, because that side of the house is solid. There's no doorways, just windows. And it's the fire department's able to get through because they came through one time when my furnace went on fire, and they took care of that problem by just jumping over the fence.
Okay. They were able to take care of the problem?
Oh, yes. They stopped the fire right there.
That's good. Thank you.
The furnace started inside. The fire was inside the furnace. So and that was when it was under the house, before they changed the rules about no more furnaces under the house.
Yeah. And they didn't have to tear the whole house down to get to the
No,
furnace?
they didn't.
That's good.
The only thing they had to watch out for was from my puppy.
I got you. Okay.
All right. Any other questions? This is a public hearing. If anyone else would like to speak regarding this issue, I ask that you please step to the podium at this time. All right. Seeing no one, I'd like to entertain a motion, please.
Make a motion to approve variance request V15-033, side yard setback reduction from 10 feet to 1 foot for the construction of a carport, 0.294 acres, land lot 484 1168 Pinedale Drive. Robert Marianne Schwartz, with 2 conditions. Condition 1, approval of the requested variance shall be conditioned upon the development of the property in substantial compliance with the site plan submitted with a variance application. And 2, appropriate gutters and downspouts be installed to divert stormwater away from adjacent property prior to final inspection.
Second motion.
It's been motioned and properly second that we approve variance request V15033. All in favor, please vote. All right. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Next item is a public hearing, variance request V15034, approval of the reduction of a side setback from 10 feet to 7 feet, 0.344 acres, land lot 416, 860 Powder Spring Street. Andrew Jason Saliba is the applicant.
Good morning.
Hey, good
As
morning.
some of you may know, I am engaged to be married. My fiance has insisted on bringing her clothes and a lot of other things to the home with us. Basically, what we've done is looked at everywhere on the lot. For those of you that are familiar with the house, it sits what I'd call catty corner and back on the back corner of the lot, so it's kind of hard to do anything with it. This is a walk-in closet. It'll go down one end of the house, the exact depth of the house, carry the hip roof line straight back out. To address staff's 2 conditions, obviously we'll build to the site plan we submitted. I already have gutters and downspouts. Those will be carried around. In addition to that, there is a drainage system set up on the back of my lot because of some prior problems I had when I bought the house. so it'll all be diverted into that and off of the lot. Architecturally, the roof line will carry out. It'll look just like it does now. It'll look like there's been no addition. The windows that are there will be removed over to the end, reused so that it looks architecturally right from the outside. And additionally, everything else will match. It'll look like the original house for the most part. That's the only design we could come up with that would do that without having something sticking out all over, or a different variance if we went off the back because there's not enough room in the backyard.
Any questions for the applicant? Just for the record, state your name, please.
Jason Saliba.
Okay.
So, Mr. Saliba, she said she'd marry you as long as you build a walk-in closet. Is
I
that
think
right?
the exact quote was, "I'll marry you. We can either buy another house or you build a walk-in closet." This seemed like the cheaper option.
Yeah.
Well, they say happy wife, happy life.
Very much.
Any questions? All right. Next, we'll have the staff make comments too.
Applicant's requesting a side setback reduction from 10 feet to 7 feet at 860 Powder Spring Street. This is for a addition to a single-family house. The structure will be will have an addition 8 by 27, so it's roughly 216 square feet. You know, the variance is for a 3-foot reduction in the side setback, but really it's just the corner of the addition that will encroach the setback line. The majority of that addition will not be affected by the side setback because it is at an angle, so the corner just clips that setback line. Most of those homes in that area, the corner lots are faced catty corner to the road, so they kind of face the corner. The only way to add an addition is to have a setback reduction. So, the adjacent structure on the adjoining property is about 17 feet away. If the structure is built, there will be 17 feet of separation. As staff does not believe that would present a problem. We've recommended approval with the 2 conditions, same as before. The built to the site plan submitted, and then gutters and downspouts be installed to divert stormwater from that adjoining property. Neighbors have been notified, signs have been posted. We haven't received any comments in opposition.
Done similar variances before.
Similar variances have been approved, so no negative precedent would be set.
Okay. Any questions for the staff? All right, this is a public hearing. If anyone else would like to speak regarding this issue, I ask that you please step to the podium at this time. All right, seeing no one, I'd like to entertain a motion, please.
Yeah, I'll move to approve variance request V15-034, approval for the reduction of a side setback from 10 to 7 feet at 0.344 acre land lot 416 located at 860 Powder Spring Street for Mr. Andrew Jason Saliba with the following 2 conditions. 1, that the approval of the requested variance shall be conditioned upon the development of the property in substantial compliance with the site plan submitted. And 2, that appropriate gutters and downspouts will be installed to divert stormwater away from adjacent property prior to final inspection.
Second.
It's been motioned and properly second that we approve variance request V15034. All in favor, please vote. All right. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you. Next item is a public hearing, variance request V15035, approval of the reduction of a front setback from 35 feet to 30 feet for the construction of a porch on a single-family home, 1.17 acres, land lot 555, 3595 Lee Street. Greg Hardy. Good morning. Can you state your name?
Sure. Greg Hardy.
All right. And can you tell us about your variance request, Mr. Hardy?
Sure. This is part of an overall renovation. I'm taking a single-family home that's about 1,275 square feet, and replacing the roof, adding a family room on the back, a master suite on the back, with doubling the size of the house. And the architecture of the new home will be kind of a craftsman style look. So the porch will be a 7-foot deep porch in that style with columns and such. So this is part of an overall major renovation that'll double the size of the house.
Okay. Any questions for the applicant? Nope. All right. We'll have the staff make comments then.
Applicant's requesting a front setback reduction from 35 to 30 feet at 3595 Lee Street. The existing structure is a single-story brick ranch, just traditional brick ranch house that the applicant is doing renovations to. There is a 3-step front stoop on the structure now that will be converted to a 7-foot deep by roughly, 34 feet wide or in length. So it will encroach the front setback by about 5 feet. It is a large lot, 1.17 acres, but the house is where it is, and he's not tearing it down. He's just doing some interior renovations and extending to the rear of the lot. So we've recommended approval. There are similar architectural features in the surrounding neighborhood. We've approved these variances before. Approval would not present any negative impacts that we foresee. We recommended approval with one condition, that it be built according to the site plan submitted. And have not heard any opposition from surrounding neighbors. That's about it.
Okay. Any questions for the staff? All right. This is a public hearing. If anyone would like to speak regarding this issue, I ask that you please step to the podium at this time. All right. Seeing no one, I'd like to entertain a motion, please.
Make a motion to approve variance request V15-035 for the reduction of front yard setback from 35 feet to 30 feet for the construction of a front porch on a single-family home, 1.17 acres, land lot 555, 3595 Lee Street. Greg Hardy is the applicant.
Second.
It's been motioned and properly second that we approve variance request V15035. All in favor, please vote. All right. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item is approval of the July 22nd, 2015 License and Variance Board meeting minutes.
Move to approve the July 22nd, 2015 L&V Board meeting minutes.
Second.
It's been motioned and properly second that we approve the License and Variance Board meeting minutes for July 22nd, 2015. All in favor, please vote. All right. Motion passes unanimously, and I'd like to declare this meeting adjourned at 10:23 a.m. Thank you.